dear students. We are starting our next chapter, chapter 20, area and perimeter of plane figures. Okay, so you have studied it in your previous classes, the area and perimeters of figures. Plane here, we have studying that, we are recalling that. Okay, so plane figures means figures that can be drawn in a surface. Okay, for example, you can draw a circle, okay, which is using a pencil or a pen on a paper. A paper is a surface. Okay, so that figures which must be closed. Okay, figures that are closed and which can be drawn in a surface, that figures are plane figures. Okay, which can be drawn on a plane surface. Okay, and it should be closed. Okay, such figures are plane figures. And for example, we have I have said earlier circle, and another example is square, rectangle, and quadrilaterals, etc. Okay, these all are polygons. Polygons are also example. Okay, these all are example for plane figures. So let us study about the area and perimeter of plane figures. First, what does a perimeter and an area means? So perimeter of a plane figure is the length of its boundary. For example, a square. Okay, you draw a square with 4 straight lines, right? 4 straight lines, which must be a closed figure. So that boundary is the 4 straight lines. Okay, so that boundary's length is perimeter. Okay, that is, the unit of perimeter is the same as the unit of length. Okay, so perimeter of a plane figure is the length of its boundary, and the unit is centimeter, meter, etc. And what does the area means? Yes, area of a plane figure is the measure of the surface enclosed by its boundary. Okay, we have a boundary for a plane figure and the measure of the surface. Okay, that surface that consumed or enclosed by its boundary, that is area, and its unit is centimeter square or square centimeter, meter square, like that. Okay, that is area and perimeter. So first is the area and perimeter of triangles. So you know about the area and perimeter of a triangle. The first equation is area is equal to half 1/2 into base into corresponding height or altitude. Okay, half into base into corresponding height or altitude. So in the figure, ABC is a triangle and AD is a perpendicular drawn, that is the height, and base is BC. So from the figure, area is half into BC into AD. Okay, similarly for the second figure also. So the area of a triangle is half into base into altitude. That is the standard equation to find the area of a triangle. Okay, so this equation should be studied. And Heron's formula, which is the important one, if A, B, C are 3 sides of a triangle. You know a triangle has 3 sides, and if its measure will be given for you as ABC. Okay, and then its perimeter 2S is A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C, and the semi perimeter is A plus B plus C by 2 from the above equation. 2S is equal to A plus B plus C, and S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. Dividing both sides by 2. Okay. And then area of the triangle is root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay, this is the area of the triangle. So by Heron's formula, the perimeter of a triangle is s 2s. 2s is equal to a plus b plus c. Okay, and area of a triangle is root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. What is s? S is a plus b plus c by 2. Okay, this is Heron's formula. Okay, for finding the area of a rectangle. Yes, and the just given a table for the length, perimeter and area, the unit, to understanding about the unit. Yes, that is given for you. Okay, just go through that. And question is given, find the area of a triangle whose height is 6 centimeter and base is 10, whose three sides are 17 centimeter, 18 centimeter and 15 centimeter long, and also find the or calculate the length of the altitude corresponding to the largest side of the triangle. Okay, and then that is given for you and it is solved here. First question, directly substituting half into base into height, that equation, it will be half into 10 into 6 centimeter square, that is 30 centimeter square. And second, a, B, C is given because the sides of the triangle is given. So using the Heron's formula, you get the answer. And by using half into base into altitude, yes, you can get the altitude of the triangle. Okay, yes. And next is some special type of triangles. You know about different types of triangle: isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, etc. So the first is equilateral triangle. What is the area and perimeter of a equilateral triangle? Okay, so let the length of each sides of an equilateral triangle be a, because the sides, three sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. So if we let the one of the side of the equilateral triangle's length is a centimeter, then its perimeter is 3 into its side. 3 into its side, that is 3a. So the perimeter, for finding the perimeter, the equation is 3a, and to find the area, it is root of root 3 by 4 into side square. Side here is a, so root 3 by 4 a square is the area. It is the equation to find the area of a rectangle. Sorry, equilateral triangle. Okay, perimeter is 3a and area is root 3 by 4a square, where a is the side. Okay, a is the length of each side of the equilateral triangle. That should be remembered. Okay, this is very important one. And equation is given for you. Area of an equilateral triangle is numerically equal to its perimeter, and you have to find the side so that area and perimeter are equal. So root 3 by 4 a square is equal to 3a. That is, one side is 3 into 4 by root 3. That is, one side is 4 root 3. That's 4 into 1.34. Root 3's value is approximately 1.73, etc. Okay, that's 6.92 unit. Okay, yes. And next is isosceles triangle. Next type of triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay, so here also the area should be, how will you find the area? By using a question, find the area of an isosceles triangle whose equal sides are 5 centimeter each and base are 6 centimeter. Okay, what is the specialty of an isosceles triangle? Yes, two sides are equal. Okay, so here that two sides are 5 centimeter of length each and the base is 6 centimeter. So 6 centimeter. Okay, so for an isosceles triangle, it is drawn in the right side. So a triangle ABC is drawn. AB and BC is 5 centimeter, and the base is 6 centimeter. And here a perpendicular is drawn from A to BC, and which meet at D, and BC is, yes, D is the midpoint of B and C. So you get BD as 3 centimeter and DC as 3 centimeter. Okay, and then you have to find the area of the two sides and then add it. Okay, that is, you draw a perpendicular from perpendicular AD to BC. So you get BD is equal to DC is equal to 6 by 2, that is half, because D by 6 BC. So it's 3 centimeter. And then by using the Pythagoras theorem, okay, Pythagoras theorem, you get AD square. Okay, you have to find the altitude, AD square, AD. You have to find AD. Okay, so by Pythagoras theorem, AD square is BD square plus AD square is AB square minus BD square. Okay, so that is 5 square minus 3 square, it's 25 minus 9, that is 16. So AD is 4 centimeter. So you have get the altitude, and you know the base length is 6 centimeter. So by using the to find the area of a triangle, you get half into base into altitude, that is half into 6 into 4. You get 12 centimeter square. Okay, yes, this is how you have to find the area of an isosceles triangle. And next is the area of a right angled triangle. It is similarly as half into AB into BC, because AB is the altitude and BC is the base. Okay, the area of a right angle triangle is equal to half the product of the sides containing the right angle. Okay, yes, and here is a question for you. You have to solve it. Okay, it's for right angle triangle. Next are some exercise problems. Okay, you have to find the area of a triangle whose sides are given, and sides of ratios are given, and find the equilateral triangle's area and perimeter. You have to find the area of isosceles triangle, etc. Okay, and next is the area and perimeter of a quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals, how will you find the area and perimeter? When first case is when one diagonal and perpendicular to this diagonal from the remaining vertices are given. Okay, one diagonal and perpendiculars to that diagonal, and also the remaining vertices are given. How will you find it? Yes, area of the quadrilateral is, quadrilateral has 4 sides. Okay, 4 sides are there, and there should be a diagonal. Okay, what is a diagonal? Yes, opposites vertices are drawn to form a diagonal. So there is a diagonal, and you can draw perpendiculars to diagonal. That is drawn in that figure which is given in the right side. Okay, ABCD is a quadrilateral, AC is the diagonal. So one diagonal is given, and from B to AC, it is given, BX is drawn, that's perpendicular, and from D to AC by is the perpendicular. So two perpendiculars are also drawn to this diagonal, and the vertices are given. How will you find it? Yes, that is the equation which is important. Area of a quadrilateral is half into one diagonal into sum of the length of the perpendiculars drawn on it from the remaining two vertices. Okay, you have to multiply half into that diagonal's length and the sum of the length of the perpendiculars drawn on it from the remaining two vertices. That is the first case. Next is the second case is when two diagonals are given and that cut at right angles. Okay, then what is the area of the quadrilateral? That is given there. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Two diagonals has been drawn AC and BD, and that perpendiculars are meet at right angles and cut at right angles. So what is the area of the quadrilateral? It is half into product of the diagonals. Okay, if the product is d1 d2, sorry, if the diagonal's length is d1 and d2, then the product of the diagonal is d1 into d2. That is, area of the quadrilateral is half into d1 d2. Clearly given. Okay, yes. And special type of quadrilaterals. First is rectangle. You know about the area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth, 2 into L plus B, and length of the diagonal D is root of L square, length square plus breadth square. Okay, that should be studied in your previous classes. Okay, no need of explanation there. An example is also given for you. And next is also square. You know about squares. Area of a square is side square. Perimeter is 4 into side, and diagonal is root of a square plus a square, that is root 2a. That is the diagonal, root 2 into a. And next is a parallelogram. It is also there, and the area is base into height. That is given there. Right side there is a figure, and that is the base, and from the vertex there is drawn a diagonal. There is drawn a perpendicular. That is the height. That is, the height of a parallelogram is the distance between its base and the side opposite to its base. Okay, height of a parallelogram is distance between its base and the side opposite to the base. Okay, area is base into height. And next is rhombus. Perimeter of a rhombus is 4 into a. Similarly, it is as similarly as the square. Perimeter of a square and radius rhombus is equal, and but the area is half into product of the diagonals AC into BD. Okay, that is given. And area of a trapezium is half into a plus b, half into a plus b into h. Okay, it is the sum of the parallel sides and into distance of between the parallel sides. That is the area of the trapezium. Okay, these all equations should be remembered for solving the problems. Okay, these are the important special types of quadrilaterals: rectangle, square, trapezium, rhombus, and parallelogram. Okay, yes. Next is circle. Circumference of a circle or perimeter of a circle. Okay, so in a circle, perimeter becomes circumference. Okay, so it is the length of the boundary of a circle. That is, circumference of a circle is pi into its diameter. Pi into its diameter. That is pi into 2r. So 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle, where r is the radius of the circle. Okay, and the value of pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14 approximately. Okay, and which is same for all circles. So the important equation is circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle and the value of pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14 approximately. Okay, next is area of a circle is area of a circle is pi r square pi r square into square unit, which should be the unit which is given in the question, that unit, that square. Okay, where r is the radius. This should be also known to you. And then for an example is also given for you. Next is cube. Okay, the last one is cube. Cube is a rectangular solid in which each face is a square. You know about cube. You know about the snake and ladder game, that we use a cube there to roll. That cube is rolled to find the number. Okay, it's this that cube contains 6 digits, 1 2 3 4 etc. Or for a Ludo game, you have know about the cube that should be rolled. Okay, that's a cube. So you know about, if you focus or if you observe that cube, that all cube has 6 surface, and each surface has, which is in a shape of square. Okay, that is a cube. And for a cube, for a square, the length is a, and then breadth, length, and also that is b, h, and l are the same. And then volume, it should be there should be no area, it should have volume. So volume is length into breadth into height. Okay, which is a. For if we take it as a, that is a into a into a, that is a cube. A cube. So for a cube, there has volume, that is a cube. Total surface area, because it has 6 surface, its area is 6a square, because a square is the area for each square there, and there is 6 surface, it is 6 into a square, and lateral surface area is 4a square, and length of the diagonal is root 3a. Okay, these should be known to you. Okay, should have to be remembered. Okay, and then next is cost of an article, that is just given for you to solve problems. Okay, if there is a problems regarding the cost of an article, you should have to use these 3 equations there. Okay, if you have to buy a petrol by its volume, and the cost of petrol bought is quantity of the petrol bought into rate of petrol, and if you have to buy a land by its area, that land bought, the cost of the land bought is area of the land bought into rate of the land, and if you have to buy a cloth, the cost of the cloth is length into rate. So the conclusion is, if you have to find the cost, that is the rate into quantity is the equation to find the cost of a article. Okay, yes, and some problems are there. A certain quantity of wood cost rupees 250 per meter cube, and a solid cubical block of such wood is bought for rupees 182.25, and you have to calculate the volume of the block, and to use the factors and use the method of factors to find the length of one edge of the cube. So to find the cost, yes, that is cost is volume of the cubical block into rate, that is given, cost is given, which is rupees 182.25, and rate is given to rupees 250 per meter cube. Okay, so the volume is 182.25 by 250, which is 0.729 meter cube. So that is given there. If you have to find the volume, that is volume is equal to cost by rate. That should be remembered. That equation should be remembered. And the edge is volume of the cube. So edge cube is the volume which is you have found out, and then by using this factorization method, which you have been studied in the previous classes, that is found out. Okay, yes. So I think it's clear for you. And next question is, which is directly given, you have to find the total surface area by 3 cubes, and which have 8 centimeter edge and joint end to end, that is given in the figure. Okay, and then that is joined, so it is 8 centimeter and 3 into 8 centimeter. So that is joining, the figures are joined, 3 cubes are joined, and then the length of this resulting cube is 3 into 8 centimeter, that is 24 centimeter. So its width is 8 and its height is 8, but the length is 24 centimeter. So the length is given, breadth is given, height is given. Okay, so then the total surface area is 2 into L into B plus B into H plus H into L. That is, yes. Okay, that is the total surface area. Yes, that's given. And next is the problems. Okay, this is the last section. So we have completed our the chapter 20. So this is, in this chapter you have to remember about the area and perimeter equations thoroughly. Okay, that type of questions will be asked. And the last portion, the cost of the article, that is just, it is not more important, but one or two questions will be asked for the exam. Okay, so please study that solved out problems and the some exercises, some questions in this exercises. Okay, that is enough for that. So please try work out the problems in this class, and also the problems in the exercises. If you feel any doubt in any section, you can ask me. Okay, and this chapter is completed, and please write the important equations. Okay, all the equations on your notebook, and try to work out the problems as possible. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, thank you students, have a nice day.